now. Gets ready to put his first attempt at the free throw line. Does not get that one to fall as it goes off the back part of the rim and out. Reyes Valdez been very quiet in this game, has no points for Oklahoma Christian. As Reyes Valdez's second opportunity is good, and he now has his first point for OC. Shot clock has been turned off. Calavan now has it at the right wing, moves up to the center part of the floor along the logo. 8 seconds left on the game clock. Quick pass over to Savage. Savage hesitates on the shot, no good. Rebounded by Nimmer. Nimmer needs to put up a shot, does before the break. Bounces off the rim twice and no good. And with that, Oklahoma Christian trails 23-21 to the University of Central Oklahoma. And we'll be right back with Elijah Johnson in the studio with the halftime report right after this.
Call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
To eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
Welcome, Oklahoma Christian University fans, and welcome to the halftime report. I'm your host, Elijah Johnson, and our Oklahoma Christian University Eagles are down at the half to UCO 23-21. This game has been all defense. Neither one of the teams are shooting very well, with UCO at 37 and Oklahoma Christian even lower at 26 from the field. So as you can see, defense just completely locking down for both teams, and that's really well. Well, the only reason why UCO is beating OC is that they've been able to execute much more often than they have. Now, it's not without UCO's faults, as OC has gone to the free throw line 11 times, and they've shot 8 for 11, 72%, while UCO has only gone 2 times, and they just made both of the free throws, so it's like a cheap 100% for them. Looks good in the box scores, look good because they're winning, but in terms of the free throw battles, it's kind of clear that OC is winning and that they are dominating and getting inside the paint more often than not. Not to say that UCO hasn't been able to do that, as they have been being able to get on the fast break, but just not as often as you would think, because they only have 2 fast break points. And then in the past couple of games, both versus UNT and versus York, Oklahoma Christian has struggled with turnovers, but this half, they've only had 5 compared to UCO's 10. So it's not that they have been playing bad basketball, it's just they haven't been able to make shots. Now UCO has been able to exploit Oklahoma Christian's defense, just taking advantage of all the little things that they've been able to do wrong, the little miscommunications on defense, the little late switches that they've been having, and they've been able to get to the rim and make their layups much more often than Oklahoma Christian has. Now, there has been no ties. The lead changes are both 3-3, and it's just a pretty evenly matched game, as you know, you can tell by the score 23-21. It's just one more field goal and OC would be tied. 2 more field goals, OC would be leading. So it's just that neck and neck of type of game, and it's going to be an interesting and fun to watch second half. I'm Elijah Johnson. This is your halftime report, and the second half will be on for you guys right after this break.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average 4-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
Boots! She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
Welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. My name is Zachary Payne. Alongside me is my broadcast partner, Will Hadley. Will, you had a chance to talk to Coach. What was he saying from the thoughts on the first half?
I did. I asked him, Coach, what are your thoughts and what are some adjustments that need to be made for the second half? And he said, put the ball in the hole. It's as simple as that. Play defense, put the ball in the hole. He said that we're outplaying them. We just aren't hitting our shots, and it's as simple as that. And that's the beauty of the game of basketball is you can outplay someone all you want, but if the ball's not going in the hole, then there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, he says put the ball in the hole, and one reason is they're only shooting 10% from the three-point line. They've had 10 attempts and have only drained one of them, and that was by Aubrey Johnson. He's the one who's taken the most. He's taken 7 attempts from behind the arc. But you got to figure out one person who really should be able to shoot more threes, but is always hesitant is Reyes Valdez.
Yeah, and it's very interesting what the Broncos are doing on defense here. They're really controlling the paint. It seems like there's nothing that York Benjamin or DJ Parma can really do down in the paint, and not to mention they're switching back into a 2-3 zone after every made basket. So making it really tough to get down low and forcing the Eagles to start shooting the ball. So once the Eagles can start shooting better from beyond the arc, then I think this game's going to turn around fairly quickly. All they really need is just some penetration down low and kick it out to guys like Aubrey Johnson and Marcus Blackwell.
Well, from the first game when Oklahoma Christian played York. Oklahoma Christian was they weren't very good in the first half, trailing by about 10 to 15 points at the end of the first half, coming back and winning by almost 10 to 15 in the second half. So let's see if they can do what they did against York to start this in the second half.
It's all about halftime adjustments. That's really the sign and the mark of a truly good team and good coach is the ability to get halftime adjustments.
As York Benjamin tries to put up a layup on the right side, but it's a little too strong. Rebounded by number 1, Bell. It's Bell now. Gets a screen from number 4, Ogunsiye, and then passes it down into Ogunsiye. Ogunsiye with the pull-up jumper on the right side, drains it. OC down by 4. As Aubrey Johnson now gets to Reyes Valdez, now to Blackwell, back to Valdez. Valdez at the top of the arc. 2 people guarding him closely. Now to Aubrey Johnson. Johnson back to Valdez. Reyes Valdez acts like he's going to put up a shot. Quick bounce pass from Aubrey Johnson to Blackwell. Blackwell puts up a shot, and it looks like it was deflected a little bit, but then stolen away by Bell. Bell gives it to Nimmer. Nimmer lays it up, too strong. Tipped back up, no good. Rebounded by Blackwell. Reyes Valdez now has it along the right side, gives it to Palmer. Now to Blackwell at the left wing. Down to the left corner. Quick pass over to Benjamin, but over his head and stolen away by Givens. OC playing a little sloppy to start this second half. As the first 2 minutes have gone by, as Bell lays it up on the left side and is fouled, and it looks like it's going to be on York Benjamin.
And that's what happened is York Benjamin just had his arms straight, but he brought him down. Anytime you throw your arms down like that, no matter if you make contact or not, it's always going to be a foul.
Well, one thing we can say about York Benjamin, York is very known for getting into foul trouble early in the game. That was his first foul on the night.
Yeah, York's a very physical player. He's a player that really likes to get down low and bang around and really get those tough buckets. But yeah, York's done a tremendous job in this game specifically of being able to stay out of foul trouble.
As Bell made the first attempt at the free throw line, his second attempt is up, and it is good. OC down by 6 now, as Bell now has 4 points for UCO. Aubrey Johnson brings it across the half-court line. Has it at the top of the arc, gets a screen from York, moves over to the right wing, double team, picks up his dribble, gives it to Reyes Valdez, almost thrown away. Then there's a foul down low, and it looks like it's going to be on number 33, Givens. And that is away from the ball, so it's going to be a fresh shot clock for Oklahoma Christian. Ball down at their own end. As Reyes Valdez inbounds the ball to Blackwell. Back to Valdez at the left corner. Valdez brings it up, and there's then they're going to stop the play as the shot clock did not start on time. And it looks like they're going to come over. Well, they're actually going to set the shot clock. It looks like to 15 seconds now. And we will re-inbound the ball. As Blackwell get ready to inbound the ball in front of Oklahoma Christian's fan base there. Gives it to Reyes Valdez. Reyes Valdez now along the right side. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass down low to Palmer. Loses control of the ball. And another takeaway. And we're going to have another tie-up, it looks like. But they're actually going to say it was recovered by UCO and will be UCO ball.
So it has been all Bronco in the first little bit of the second half. OC really needs to start stepping it up on offense here.
Oklahoma Christian just can't seem to hold onto the basketball when they try to get down low.
Yes, especially with York Benjamin, he just needs to be stronger with the ball down low and really use his athleticism to get to the rim.
As Hurd passes it out to Nimmer. Nimmer catches it, 10 seconds on the shot clock at the left wing. Moves up to the top of the arc now. Starts to drive in, gets a little bit of a screen from Ugunse, and his shot is blocked from behind by Blackwell. And that was great play there by Blackwell on the chase down block. And it's going to leave them with 1 second on the shot clock. This has got to be a catch and shoot. As Bell will inbound the ball. As it looks like there was a foul before the inbound, which will give UCO a fresh shot clock. And now Anthony Johnson's going to check in for Aubrey Johnson, as the foul was on Aubrey Johnson, his second of the game. Bounce pass down low to Givens. Givens lays it up on the right side and makes the bucket. And it looks like he's going to get called for a technical foul for trash talking there.
It looked like Palmer and him exchanged words there.
And the coach for UCO is not very happy with Givens there and is in his face screaming at him. As OC, it looks like OC missed the basket at the free throw line. And it will be OC basketball now. Anthony Johnson inbounds the ball to Reyes Valdez. Reyes Valdez now drives in, step back, another foul there on McDowell. And it's going to be his first foul of the game. Third team foul for UCO. OC has yet to score a point here in this second half of play, and we've almost gone 5 minutes of play.
Johnson tried to force that pass in down low to Benjamin.
As there's another whistle, and it looks like the ref is going over to the timeskeeper, and it looks like the shot clock didn't start again on time. As it looks like both teams are going to go to each other's benches and have a discussion with their coaches as they try to figure this out. Oklahoma Christian has not scored in the second half to start. What do they need to do?
I think it goes back to what Coach Talley said, is just put the ball in the hole. It's really simple as that. Eagles are they're getting shots. They're getting the ball down low. But sometimes the difference is whether you try to pound the ball down low or whether you try to kick it out to the perimeter, and a lot of times they're not really making that decision.
As Reyes Valdez has it, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nice pump fake, puts up a three, no good, rebounded by Blackwell. Blackwell has it, passes it back out to Reyes Valdez. Reyes Valdez starts to drive in, wants to put up a shot, and is fouled on the shot, and he will go to the free throw line to shoot two. And the foul was on McDowell, his second in a row now for UCO. It is not going to be a shooting foul. It's going to be an inbound as OC puts up a three from the right corner. It's no good as it goes in and out of the bucket. Rebounded by UCO. As Nimmer has it at the top of the arc, passes it to McDowell, puts up a shot. His shot no good, but rebounded by Ogunsie, who puts the second chance opportunity up and in. OC down by the largest margin of 10 points. Bounce pass down low to York. York with the pull-up jumper. Drains that.
And York's high post jumper is just so smooth and so clean. That was a really good look for him right there.
And that was their first points of the second half. Hopefully that can get Oklahoma Christians a little bit of momentum. As Turner has it, gives it down low to Ogunsie, who plays it up. No good. Rebounded by York. Good opportunity for Oklahoma Christian to make it a 5-point game. Blackwell has it at the top of the arc. Passes it down to Anthony Johnson. Almost stolen away as Palmer gets the rebound. Now to Reyes Valdez. Anthony Johnson now passes over to the left corner. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Reyes Valdez needs to put it up. Drives along the baseline. His shot is blocked, it looks like. And it goes out of bounds. And there's going to be a media timeout. So when we come back, Oklahoma Christian's going to have the ball down at their own end with 1 second left on the shot clock. We will be right back right after this. Welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. Oklahoma Christian only has put up 2 points to start this second half as we've gone 5 minutes here in the second half already. Oklahoma Christian just cannot hold on to the ball.
No, it seems like they're getting just harassed every time they get down into the paint, and it doesn't help that none of the perimeter shots can really hit for the Eagles either.
As Oklahoma Christian so far is 1 for 12 from behind the arc, shooting only 8%. And with that, there's a shot clock violation on Oklahoma Christian as UCO will look to increase their lead back up to 10.
So here comes Deshaun Bell looking to get things going for the Broncos.
As Bell has 4 points for UCO, gives it to Savage. Savage now passes it. Now number 3, McDowell has it. To Bell. Bell for 3 from behind the arc, and he drains that.
Good shot there from Bell, and it is now an 11-point game in favor of UCO.
As Anthony Johnson at the top of the arc. Bounce pass to Reyes Valdez. OC not able to get in the paint. And with that, the bounce pass is then tipped and stolen away by Bell, who then gives it to Savage. Back to Bell. Bell slows it down. 14 minutes left in this game. Bell moves over to the left wing. Starts to drive in, steps back out. Gives it to McDowell. McDowell drives in, puts up a shot on the right side, gets the bucket to go, and will go to the free throw line.
And it looks like the Broncos are really starting to run away with this game. The Eagles have to do something about it quickly.
As the foul is on York Benjamin. And it looks like Coach Talley is going to call a timeout. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're just going to stay right here. Will, Oklahoma Christian was down by just 2. Now they're down by 13. UCO has a chance to make it a 14-point game. What's happened defensively for OC?
Well, I don't think either team has played well at all offensively to this point, but the problem is that OC just can't really score with UCO because UCO's defense has been so good. So that's been the biggest problem, that the Broncos aren't really doing anything special on offense. The Eagles are playing good defense. They just can't do anything on offense to keep up with them score-wise.
Oklahoma Christian starting to let it slip away from them, shooting only 8% from behind the three-point line and 25% from the field. That is not very good.
No, definitely not, and they're going to look to try to turn that thing around here. Still 13:50 remaining. Eagles trail by 13.
As UCO shooting from the field is shooting 41% compared to OC's 25. But the big thing is UCO's put up 8 shots from behind the arc, and they've made half of those.
Yeah, that's been the problem, is that UCO shooting 50%, which is just really good three-point numbers. And looking at Oklahoma Christian, they're just 1 of 12. And when you're shooting He's shooting so poorly, and they're 7 of 28 total from field goal. There's nothing you can really do about that.
As McDowell will now get ready to try to convert the and one for UCO to make it a 14-point game, and he will do just that. And it will be OC basketball with 13:51 remaining, down by 14. As it looks like a full court press is going to be on Oklahoma Christian now. Anthony Johnson looks to inbound the ball. Gives it to Parmer. And that full court press has kind of started to happen now. Bounce pass, nice quick feed in there. Nice feed to York with the two-handed dunk to get OC's crowd right back in it. Hopefully that's the spark OC needed.
And it all started with that nice pullback dribble from Anthony Johnson as soon as he got in trouble.
As Bell now drives in, puts a pull-up jumper, and he is fouled on the shot. It looks like it's going to be on Parmer. As Connor Johnson is a little shaken up on the play there. And it looks like it is going to be Connor Johnson's left shoulder that he's holding over there.
And so here is Deshaun Bell shooting these free throws. He's been kind of their spark on offense in the second half.
As he now has 8 points for UCO, has a chance to tie Nimmer for the lead at 9. As Bell gets ready to take the second attempt, it is up. And it is no good, rebounded by Staten, but it is going to be a foul. And it looks like they're going to call it on Staten when it did not look like it was on Staten.
Well, the problem was Staten reached around with his arm there when he boxed out. Instead of using his lower half, he used his arms, and that's always going to be a foul when you grab like that.
So UCO now with the ball, fresh shot clock down at their own end. Calavan will inbound it. Nice quick bounce pass on the right side to number 33, Givens. His shot no good. Gets the second chance opportunity. It looks like it was blocked by Staten. Will remain UCO basketball. 18 seconds will be on the shot clock. 13-16 left on the game clock.
And that was just a blown layup right there.
As Calavan will get ready to, or excuse me, not Calavan. Nimmer will get ready to inbound, and it's going to be a 5-second violation on the inbound, so it will be OC basketball.
Good defense there from OC, and they're really looking to start providing a spark here to slowly crawl back into this game with 13 minutes remaining.
Connor Johnson lets the ball roll, picks it up, now gives it to Anthony Johnson. Back to Connor. To Walter, now to Parmer. Parmer drives in, puts up a shot, and he is blocked. But they're going to say a foul, and Parmer is going to go to the free throw line for Oklahoma Christian.
And that foul is on Seth Hurd, number 5.
Parmer's already been to the free throw line here in this game. He was 3 for 3 at the line. See if he can continue that perfect streak at the free throw line. As he makes the first, number 4, Ugunsie will now check back into the ball game for number 5, Hurd, for UCO. As Parmer's second attempt from the free throw line is also good. OC back within 11. Now to Calavan. Calavan along the right side. Now brings it up to the center part of the floor. Crowd somewhat gotten back into this game after that York Benjamin dunk. Calavan then gives it to Ugunsie. His jumper is good. Just a pretty form by Ugunsie there on that jumper. As Connor Johnson now gives it to Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson moves over, picks up his dribble, back to Connor. Back to Anthony, starts to drive in, passes it back out. A shot from behind the arc, no good, rebounded by Parmer. His second chance opportunity is up, no good, but was fouled, and he will go to the free throw line yet again.
It was a nice shot there from Connor Johnson, who's really starting to get more playing time than he did last year, and getting the ability to come out here and make a true difference.
So the foul was on Givens. That gives Givens his 3rd foul on the evening for UCO, and he has honestly been their biggest player down lows for Oklahoma Christian, or for Central Oklahoma, as he boxes out very well. As Palmer made the first attempt at the free throw line, has 12 points for OC. His second attempt, also good. Perfect from the line yet again. OC back within 11. Calavan has it on the right side. Gets a screen from Mugunsie. Then passes it down to number 0, Nimmer, who puts in a one-handed dunk as he found an easy lane to the basket.
Yeah, it doesn't get much easier than that there from Nimmer. And a travel there on Anthony Johnson.
Another big turnover for Oklahoma Christian, something they do not need. As Savage inbounds the ball to Calavan. Connor Johnson guarding him. Gets screened by Ugunsie. Calavan with a pass out. And then there's a foul. Then called on Oklahoma Christian. And it looks like it's going to be on Connor Johnson. But first, we are going to have a media timeout, so we are going to step away, and we'll be right back with more action right after this.
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O's for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. Oklahoma Christian trails 42-29 with 11:53 left here in the second half. UCO is at the free throw line as well, and OC has not been very disciplined in the second half.
No, definitely not. And looking at the stat sheet, one thing that really jumps out to me is the rebound battle, as Central Oklahoma is leading Oklahoma Christian 27-18 in the rebound battle.
And the big thing for Oklahoma Christian is they are without their top rebounder and record holder for rebounds, Will Linhart.
Yeah, Linhart has shown to be a big loss here for the Eagles.
As Palmer continues to try to fight for Oklahoma Christian, now has 15 points for OC, bringing them back within 13. As Bell now has it at the top of the arc. Drives in, steps back out, picks up his dribble, bounce pass down low to Ugunsie. Ugunsie gets the ball stolen away by Connor Johnson. Connor Johnson on the fast break on the left side. Quick little toss to Aubrey Johnson. Anthony Johnson in the right corner. His shot too strong. And there's a foul called on Bell for UCO.
So really a 3 here makes this a 10-point game, which would be nice to have with 11 minutes remaining.
Well, with that foul on Bell, that puts Oklahoma Christian in the bonus, and they are sending Palmer, OC's best scorer and best free throw shooter so far here in this game, to the free throw line. It is a 1-and-1 opportunity as OC is in the bonus.
And Coach Hoffman for the Broncos having a word with an official here. He did not like that call.
As Palmer misses the attempt at the free throw line, his first missed free throw of the game. Rebounded by Bell. Bell drives in, passes it back out to number 10, Turner. Turner starts to drive in, does a spin move. It's called for, it looks like a travel. And it will be Oklahoma Christian ball.
Oklahoma Christian starting to get some breaks here from the officials. They're going to really need to capitalize on it right here if they want to come back into this game.
The senior point guard Connor Johnson brings the ball up the floor for Oklahoma Christian, gives it to Aubrey Johnson. Now to Palmer. Palmer wants to put up a shot, gets his man to jump, lays it up on the right side, gets the bucket and a foul.
What a good play there by Deidrean Palmer, getting his man to jump on about the third pump fake in a row that he tried.
As the refs go to the timeskeeper. As the refs are saying it looked like a slap foul is what they're saying. But with that bucket, it gives Palmer his 17th point on the game, the only Eagle in double digits. And it looks like the foul is going to be on Bell yet again. He now has 3 fouls for UCO.
It looks like they're going to give Bell. No, they're going to leave him out on the floor and have him play with those 3 fouls.
As Palmer now gets ready to take his attempt to try to convert the 3-point play for Oklahoma Christian. And he does do that. OC down now by just 10. As we are at the halfway point in this ball game. As Bell drives in, picks up his dribble, tries to pass it down low. Last touch by Ogunsiye, and will go out of bounds. OC getting another break.
And so Bell will go to the bench now with 3 fouls.
Look to see here if Coach Hoffman for UCO will call a timeout if OC gets a bucket here. It's Connor Johnson with a quick pass. Now to Anthony Johnson. Back to Connor. Quick passes for OC. Anthony Johnson for 3, no good. Deflection by Aubrey Johnson. Almost gets the rebound, but instead is rebounded by Nimmer.
And the Eagles just cannot hit anything from beyond the arc. If they were even shooting a quarter as well as they should be, then they would be in the lead.
As Nimmer bounce passes it down low to Ogunsiye. Ogunsiye puts up the shot, loses control of the ball, and just throws it. Tries to get the shot to go in, no good. Rebounded by Connor Johnson, going coast to coast, no good. Rebounded by Palmer, and there's a foul called, but they're going to say it is going to be on Oklahoma Christian.
A nice take there by Connor Johnson. He knew that the much taller Givens was coming up to defend that play. He did a good job putting that layup up there, but just couldn't get it to fall.
And the foul is on Marcus Blackwell, his first foul for Oklahoma Christian. But because UCO is in the bonus, they will go to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity. And it looks like it's going to be Ogunsiye. As his attempt at the line is no good, rebounded by Palmer. Now to Reyes Valdez, who's checked back in for OC. As Aubrey Johnson now has it at the left wing. Gives it to Reyes Valdez, now to Connor Johnson. Johnson wants a screen, nice bounce pass to Palmer instead. Another quick feed to Blackwell. Blackwell lays it up, gets a blocking foul, and it's going to be on Ogunsiye, and he's coming up holding his tailbone a little bit as he hit the floor hard.
And so that will bring Marcus Blackwell to the line, trying to make this an 8-point game.
Marcus Blackwell's already been to the free throw line once, try to convert it, and one opportunity missed. Now his attempt at the free throw line goes off the front part of the rim. As he has one more opportunity, as the foul is on Aguncie, who is in very big foul trouble, who has 4 fouls now. As Blackwell makes that attempt at the free throw line. And OC down by just 3 possessions. As Calavan puts up a 3 from behind the arc, and he drains that. What a response by Calavan.
And he is the last guy that you want shooting a wide open 3 like that.
OC back down by 12. As Connor Johnson gives it to Reyes Valdez at the top of the arc. Reyes Valdez, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce past Blackwell. Blackwell's jumper good from around the free throw line. Back to a 10-point lead for UCO. Calavan moves over to the right wing. Bounce pass down low to McDowell. McDowell's blocked from behind by Palmer. OC ball. Quick pass from Reyes Valdez to Blackwell. Blackwell with a spin move. Pull-up jumper. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by Calavan. He brings it up quickly for UCO. Nice transition defense for Oklahoma Christian to get back and cover their man. As Calavan drives over it on the right side, passes it back out to Givens. Givens then passes it down low to Hurd. Hurd, layup, no good, rebounded, or gets his rebound, second chance opportunity, no good, as he was fouled. And he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Is going to take us into our 3rd immediate timeout of the game. We will be right back after this break.
They said in church, I forgot. All right, come on now. Anybody, everybody down here say Mocha Java. Well, that is a type of coffee. Starts with an S. Sumatra, who's over there? Who got it? You come get it. Congratulations. Big shout out to our sponsor tonight, Padres Coffee Roasters. We're supporting Eagle basketball. Take a place with them.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. Oklahoma Christian trails by 10 with 7:23 left here in this ball game. Will Oklahoma Christian starting to fight back?
Yeah, they're really starting to come alive here on offense behind Deidre Palmer Jr. with 18 total points. He only has 2 fouls, so he can afford to play a little more aggressive right here. And really what they want to start doing, is attacking number 1, Deshaun Bell. He has 3 personal fouls, and he is probably their best offensive player today, who's really given them a spark. He doesn't have the most points on offense, but he is definitely giving them a spark. And so really they really should be attacking Deshaun Bell and forcing him to either get in more foul trouble or getting a bucket.
Well, Oklahoma Christian shooting 1 of 15 from behind the arc. You wonder if them playing UNT and having to shoot a little bit farther back from the 3-point line, because Division I schools took an effect this year that they are shooting 3-point attempts from the WNBA 3-point line, and it will go in effect next year for D2 schools. So you're wondering if that is having an effect on Oklahoma Christian here at home.
Yeah, it definitely throws off in terms of depth perception and really getting that mental image of where you're on the court, because you're not really looking on the ground while you're playing.
As York Benjamin gets a nice pass from Reyes Valdez along the baseline, goes in to lay it up on the right side and is fouled. So York is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And the foul was on number 5, Hurd, his 2nd foul. As York drains the first, gets it back within a 3-possession game. as it is a very low-scoring game for both teams here so far, with 7 minutes left. As York makes the second attempt, and OC is down by 8. As Bell now has the ball, crosses the half-court line. Works against Reyes Valdez. Valdez playing tight defense. Passes it over to Nimmer. Nimmer along the left wing. Bounce passes it to Givens. Givens then drives in. Nice spin move. Lays it up one-handed on the hook. No good. Rebounded by Hurd. His second chance opportunity is good.
And it seems like every time the Eagles start to make progress and the Broncos kind of start to turn it up and score themselves.
As Reyes Valdez now has it, hesitates, passes it out to Blackwell, who picks up his dribble. Wide open, Aubrey Johnson from the right corner. In and out of the basket, and rebounded by Givens.
And the Eagles just have a lid on the basket. They're now 1 of 16 from beyond the arc, and just an unwarranted foul there by number 34, York Benjamin.
As that is going to be his 3rd foul of the game. And he kind of panicked there because on the way up from the transition defense, he slipped. And he tried to get up again and slipped again. And then he finally got up and saw him act like he was going to put up a shot and just went from the chase down block there, it looked like.
Yeah, he got a little too excited there.
As Givens makes the first attempt at the free throw line, making it an 11-point game. Makes the second, and is back to a 12-point game now with 6:05 left.
And the Eagles are really going to start having to turn it up here as they're running out of time.
As Aubrey Johnson drops the ball for Reyes Valdez, almost stolen away there. Reyes Valdez does have it, though, at the top of the arc. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Aubrey. 10 seconds on the shot clock, back to Reyes Valdez, who puts up a long 3, and finally OC gets another one from behind the arc.
Now it's a good time to get a three-pointer there from Reyes Valdez, and is a 9-point game now. 3-possession game.
As Nimmer now has it at the right wing. OC's crowd trying to get back into it, and it looks like there's going to be a reach-in on Marcus Blackwell.
And as soon as you put 2 hands on a defender, it's an automatic foul every single time when you're out on the perimeter.
As he goes over to talk to Coach Talley about it. As Nimmer is now going to go to the free throw line. And the coach for UCO is not very happy as he's getting in the face with one of the officials. Livid about something. As Nimmer makes the first attempt, or missed the first attempt, excuse me. As Nimmer now gets ready to take the second attempt, makes that one, makes it 10-point game now. So OC catches a little bit of a break there. Reyes Valdez now at the top of the arc, just made the 3-point attempt for Oklahoma Christian. Trying to get him back in, quick pass out. Now to Blackwell. Blackwell starts to drive in along the left side, puts up a jumper, and they're going to say a charge on Blackwell, and that's going to be Blackwell's 4th.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about that call as Blackwell stopped right in front.
And as Coach Talley, a former player himself at the guard position, talking to the coach, saying that should not have been, as it looked like he was pulling up for a jumper. As Bell has it on the right side. Nice behind the back dribble to get away from Valdez. Bounce pass to Nimmer. Nimmer gains possession of it, passes it out. Quick passes here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Bell for 3, drains it. Now up to a 13-point game.
And that was not good there for the Eagles. And it looks like the Eagles are probably going to have to start shooting from the perimeter, and there's Aubrey Johnson who misses that one.
As the shot is, like you just said, no good. Rebounded by Givens. Now to Bell. Looks like UCO is going to start to try to milk some of the clock. As Bell almost falls. And he is now called for a charge as he was trying to regain his balance and just collides with Blackwell. And with that, the refs whistle our final media timeout, so we are going to step away as there's 4 minutes left. OC down by 13. Welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. My name is Zachary Payne. Alongside me is my broadcast partner, Will Hadley. OC trails 55-42 with 4 minutes left to play here in this ball game. Will, Oklahoma Christian not being able to make threes has been the main factor of why they're down so much.
Yeah, they just are not looking good from beyond the arc. 2 of 18 is just really tough numbers there. They're going to have to be better. 11.1% from the three-point line is just not going to cut it in the Lone Star Conference.
And we are shooting 11.1% from behind the arc as UCO shooting a nice 60% down at their end of the floor from behind the arc. That's honestly been the main factor.
Yeah, it really has. In terms of free throw percentage, Oklahoma Christian is shooting a better free throw percentage, but it's hurt them more than I would say UCO because a lot of the misses for Oklahoma Christian have been on the front end of 1-and-1s.
As Reyes Valdez now has the ball at the top of the arc, 14 seconds on the shot clock, passes it out, and it is stolen away by McDowell. He then gives it to Calavan. Calavan moves it over to right in front of us on the left side. Works against Reyes Valdez, gets a screen from Hurd. Then to Givens, down inside to Bell, it looks like. McDowell. McDowell lays it up on the right side, gets the bucket to fall, and will go to the line for a chance for an and one. As the foul looks like it was on Aubrey Johnson, his third foul of the game for Oklahoma Christian. As McDowell converts the and one, it is now a 16-point game with 3:21 left. As Connor Johnson now checks back into the ball game, so does Anthony Johnson. Blackwell to Connor. Connor Johnson now to Anthony Johnson at the right wing. Bounce pass down to Walters. Walters with the nice jumper, nice form, drains the shot. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Calavan has the ball, kind of holding on to it, drains some of the clock for UCO. As Calavan gets right around Connor Johnson, nice bounce pass. It's knocked out, lost possession by Hurd and goes out of bounds. There's a quick roll as Connor Johnson now has the ball for OC, down by 14. OC needs to start making some threes if they want to get back into this game.
Now entering the 2.5-minute mark, and that'll be out off the foot of Calavan. Eagles will have the ball back.
As Anthony Johnson looks to inbound the ball in front of the fans, gives it to DJ Walter. Walter drives in, puts up a floater. No good as it goes off the back part of the rim, rebounded by Nimmer. It's Calavan now just holds on to the basketball for the Broncos. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Hurd, takes it, passes it out to McDowell. McDowell with the floater of his own, no good, rebounded by Blackwell. Blackwell has the numbers, 2-on-1. Lays it up on the right side. It looked like it was deflected off the glass.
And that's a bad call there. That should have been a goaltend.
It did look like the ball was coming down there.
And anytime you smack the backboard while the ball is still up there, that's a goaltend because you're shaking the goal.
As Givens now has it, 14 seconds, gives it to Nimmer. As Nimmer, 8 seconds on the shot clock, starts to drive in, gets a screen, nice step back, brings it, drives back in, lays it up with 2 seconds, gets the layup to go, and is fouled. And the foul is on Parmer.
And we've seen crazy things in the nest, but barring a miracle here with 1:20 left, Eagles down by 16, maybe 17 here. It just doesn't look like the Eagles are going to come out here with a win in the first game of the season.
As Nimmer converts the three-point play, now has 15 points, and him continuing to hit his average and increase his scoring average per game as a freshman is very impressive. As McDowell gets a steal, hits the dunk to basically just put OC out of their misery here in this game. As there is then a timeout called by Anthony Johnson with 1:01 left. And with that, we're going to stay here. Oklahoma Christian, every time they tried to get back into this, UCO just managed to step back up and increase the lead.
Yeah, UCO is just so much more athletic. They've come out and just completely dominated athletically, and there's not really much the Eagles can do about that at that point.
Well, Oklahoma Christian's next game will be this coming Saturday, as they go to Tallahassee, Oklahoma. And OC starting off the season 0-1. What would you like to see them improve on going into the next game?
Yeah, going to this next game against NSU, they're going to be athletic just like UCO is. So really the Eagles need to come out and just play hard, play tough. And this is the Eagles team with a lot of talent and the ability to dominate. They just need to just not talk about it and do it.
As the shot for OC is no good, rebounded by UCO, and it looks like OC is just going to let the clock just tick down. Not worry about any fouls. As Calavan has it on the right side, moves up to the top of the arc. Starts to drive in, sets a screen, or gets a screen, passes it out to Givens, puts up a three, no good, rebounded by Bagwell for OC. Bagwell with a bounce pass to Connor Johnson. Johnson puts up a three from behind the arc, no good, rebounded by UCO, and that is going to do it, as OC's just going to let them run the clock out. And Oklahoma Christian's going to fall short, 63-44 to the University of Central Oklahoma Broncos. And OC is now 0-1 on the season. When we come back, we will have Elijah Johnson in the studio with the post-game show. We'll be right back on the Eagle Sports Network right after this.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O's for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. My name is Zachary Payne. Alongside me is my broadcast partner, Will Hadley. Will, Oklahoma Christian falls 63-44. Biggest factor is OC was only shooting 10% from the three-point line.
Yeah, when you shoot like that, there's really not much you can do. OC really came out and really dominated the first half athletically, but the scoreboard didn't show it. But really, yeah, when you're not shooting well, when you're not rebounding as well as UCO, there's really not much you can do about it.
Oklahoma Christian did a little bit better, though, in this game turnovers. Still averaged double digits in turnovers, but UCO turned the ball over more than what Oklahoma Christian did.
Yeah, UCO still struggled with turnovers, 17-14. Doesn't say anything much better about the Eagles, so both teams are really going to have to excel as the season goes along in turnovers, and that's just a learning process that every team has to overcome.
Well, Oklahoma Christian's best scorer was Deidrean Palmer, had a total of 18 points in this game. He was the only person that honestly kept OC in the game for as long as they did.
Yeah, Deidrean, like I said earlier, has been so good for this team. He's so athletic, he's so long and strong, and he can really do anything he wants, especially when he gets down low. So the Eagles are going to continue to have to feed Palmer. It's going to help them when Will Linhard comes back to have a bit more of a physical presence down low in the post, and someone else who can come in and really rebound well.
What is something OC needs to improve on before their next game this coming Saturday?
Really, I would say rebounds and shooting. Shooting most importantly, because look, when you go 2 for 20, just 10% from the three-point line, you're not going to win a game. You're not going to win games like that. They really need to come out and shoot better, and like I said, rebound better, and that means being more physical than the other team and wanting the rebound more than the other team.
Well, that's going to do it for us over here at the Eagles Nest. Let's send it to Elijah Johnson, who's in the studio. Elijah.
Hey guys, welcome to the post-game report with me, Elijah Johnson, in the studio. Oklahoma Christian just fell to the University of Central Oklahoma, and in the second half, it was just UCO's time. OC practically didn't show up. UCO outscored OC 40-23, shooting 50% from the field, having going 3 for 4 from 3, while OC just shot 34% from the field and only had 1 of 10 from 3, which, is kind of a recipe for disaster. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. UCO lived, OC definitely died from the 3. Now, one of the highlights for OC in the first half was their free throws, and they still did pretty well getting to the line in the second half, going 8 for 10. But the problem is that UCL got in the line more times than they did, shooting 11 for 16 from the line, with 25 points off of OC turnovers and 28 points total in the paint. Both of those helped contribute to over half of the 40 points UCO has had. So like I said, they helped turn down the turnovers this game, which is a silver lining. But you know, the turnovers that they did have, it seems like they just didn't get back on defense, allowing 25 points, obviously. So next game, they just need to work on that. They need to work on the energy they've had. And UCO has had the momentum the entire second half, as they've led the entire second half. Now the absence of Will Linhart probably took a huge toll on the team, as they've lost a bunch of rebounding and they lost a bunch of paint presence. So that might contribute to the points in the paint for UCO, as Will Linhart was, as we know, the co-defensive player of the year last year. And starting off the second half, they was down by as much as 11. So without having Will to stop the bleeding, to get the rebounds, to start fast breaks, they just weren't able to get back on defense, and they just weren't able to stop UCO's attack from this second half. Now, silver linings, obviously, they kept the turnovers down. Once Adrian Palmer got hot, got to the line, got and ones, got layups to fall, which is really good for us, for our transfer student, for someone that's new to the program. And when the momentum was swinging OC's way, we looked really, really good. We just had to keep it up, which we were not able to do to this game. Now, UCO is now 0-1 this season on the record officially, since the last two games didn't go on our record. And that's all I have for the post game. I'm Elijah Johnson. This is University of Oklahoma Christian Sports Broadcast, and we will be back after this break.
Retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.